What's like one of your greatest accomplishments that you're proud of?
I'd say my first award. Got my first award. It was a Southern Entertainment Awards, and this award place, they literally had almost all independent artists that actually blew up. Like Nicki Minaj was there.
Oh shit.
Yo Gotti was there. DJ Drama.
Oh,
they all literally they're walking around like normal people, like how we're doing here. Some of them were just sitting there, no one even talking to them. Like Nicki Minaj, no one talked to her. You know what I'm saying? Yo Gotti was just walking around with his little entourage, but he literally just walking around. You know, DJ Drama was there, DJ Smalls, like these mixtape legend dudes that did mixtapes were all there. And I actually won an award there, and I was 18 years old.
Oh shit!
They literally had it.
Damn.
It's been a long time ago, so they can't do nothing now. But they literally had to sneak me into the casino because it was in a casino.
No shit.
Yeah, they snuck me into the casino because you had to be 21 to get in.
Yeah, yeah.
And I was 18, and they snuck me in there, and I won my first award.
Skelz, oh my god.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode. You are in the mix with DJ Skelz and my co-host right here,
Six Los.
And man, today we got a very special guest, bro. This is the guy that, man, honestly, that I look up to. He's a Texas legend. Man, we got DJ Lil Steve in the fucking building right now, bro.
What's up, man? What's up?
What's going on, man? How you doing?
Doing good.
That's what's up, man. And I'm doing good, bro. Thank you for coming, man. For the audience, man, can you explain who you are, what you do?
Yeah, I'm a chopper screw. I'm a mixtape DJ, but I specialize in the whole chopping and screwing thing. You know, that's what I am. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yes, sir. DJ Lil Steve, man. Yeah. How long have you been DJing?
23 years.
Oh damn! I thought you
I ain't got shit on you. Yeah, man.
Yeah, 23 years.
Damn, that's crazy.
That's a lot of experience,
bro.
then.
23 years. Yeah.
Damn, that's crazy. What made you get into it? The DJing and everything.
It's kind of crazy. I got into it because of me walking into a flea market.
A flea market?
Shit.
Yeah, seeing another DJ there.
Yeah.
Damn, that's crazy.
Damn, that's crazy. And that just kind of inspired you, or that's
Yeah. It was a DJ, and he actually chopped and screwed music.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
But he did his mixtapes in the flea market.
Oh,
and
damn,
that's pretty cool.
And it was cool because he had his own little booth thing. And you know what's so crazy is that, to be honest with you, this is something, well, only a few people know about this, but that's basically is they have their own booths in the flea market. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And he had his turntables there, and that was a time where there was no CD. It was just almost going to the CD era.
Yeah.
And there were cassette tapes.
Okay.
So
the actual tapes.
Yeah, he had turntables, and that was before the whole just CDs and all that stuff. This is in 2000.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so people could come and request a tape, and you could put down what songs you wanted.
Oh, that is
and he would chop it,
yeah.
and it would go straight to. This was live, so there was no editing, nothing.
Yeah.
Damn, that's
and it would go
hard.
straight
That's
record
live.
to
That's
hard.
a tape.
I like that.
And
Yeah.
you'll get your cassette tape of whatever you wanted.
Damn.
But at the same time, he would do his mixtapes, and then he would put them on tape. Then he had like a dubber tape, had like a thing with a whole bunch of different blanks.
Yeah.
Then a master one, you go there and go, brrrr, and it's like you know how like the money machine go, brrrr, it's like doing that, but it's spinning, and it's copying that one master tape to all these other tapes. Yeah. Then you had a sticker where you go print on the printer, and you put the label up on the cassette. Whatever label.
whatever it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. For sure.
And then a year later, that's when they started having the CDs, and he was then doing the whole copying. It would have to go from him to the cassette playing, burning onto one CD, then taking that one CD and then making copies one at a time, because they didn't have the dupe stuff like that back then.
Yeah.
So when you seen that, and you were like, okay, I want to be a DJ.
Yeah.
That was what you were going for right there. Exactly what he was doing. That was just kind of like, I just like the idea.
I liked the way it sounded. Of course, at the same time, the whole DJ Screw thing was going on, and the Switch House thing was going on.
That's like when it was alive.
I knew about that, but I was like, that's cool, listen to it and everything, but I didn't really, it was the visual thing what got me, because I heard it and I was like, oh, that's cool, you know, DJ Screw, oh, you know, Switch House, that's cool.
Yeah.
But when because there was no YouTube and that stuff, no. So you just hear it and you're like, what is, I don't know how he's doing that. You don't know how you just hear it. But when I visually saw someone actually scratching on turntables and chopping. I was like, bro, I want to do something like that. You know,
seems
so
pretty
that's
cool.
where,
Yeah.
That's
interested in it,
an amazing story.
Yeah.
That's fucking
that's a
crazy.
wild story.
Yeah.
I was 12 years old.
You're 12?
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I was 12 years old, but I was 12, but I didn't start till I was like 13 because I didn't have the stuff.
Of course,
you know
man.
what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but I was 12 years old when I heard that.
Man, that's
stuff.
fucking beautiful, dude. Like,
Man, that's crazy.
that right there is the art of DJing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, that's like the very big. I hate to get corny about it, but that's like the art of what the fuck we do. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're scratching, and he's doing that shit live, bro.
Yeah, he doing that shit.
Like,
yeah,
you know, bro, I love that a lot. Cause like, you walk into a booth at a flea market, and this dude's just fucking going crazy, spinning on the tables.
Yeah.
And you go in there, request something, like, that's real. That's real
Yeah, and
shit.
he had like his own booth right there, so rappers can go in there, they could freestyle on it too, right
Man,
there
that's
live.
hard.
It was like it was
and
it was
that's
badass.
back in the day. That's when not everybody could do that shit. Nowadays, anybody can be a DJ. You know what I'm saying? But that right there, that's DJing. You know what I'm saying? So
like
that's
live, like
that's
you could
fire.
not
That's
mess
raw.
up. He literally
you
was
can't
like,
mess up.
like the real deal.
Damn,
bro.
that's live.
That's hard. I
And
fuck with that.
You're from Houston?
Yeah, I'm from Houston.
What
Yeah,
side-
I'm
what
from
part of
the
Houston?
I'm from the north side of Houston.
Are you?
North side,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm over there by 59 and East Mount Houston, which is
Okay.
right there
Okay.
by Audi Melrose.
Yeah.
That's
Gotcha.
where I'm from, right there.
Damn, that's what's
Yeah,
up,
that's
man.
what's up, bro.
And so from then on is whenever you just like wanted to DJ.
Yeah, I wanted to do. That's what I wanted to do. I saw like I want to do it, but I didn't know how to go about it, and I still was trying to like figure out the whole thing and
How he was doing that.
Yeah, so that's how I end up I just got I got a pair. I eventually got a pair of turntables, and then I just started DJing house parties. That's what. So I was originally just a DJ.
Yeah, you're just a regular DJ.
Yeah, then I went to a mixtape DJ, but I was doing house parties at schools. I was in 8th grade, and that's when actually in seventh grade, and I was doing house party. That's whenever they had this one dude that always did graffiti and everything in the classroom. It was badass, and these people they'll throw. I don't know what they're doing now. I'm thinking about I don't know what these kids doing.
Yeah, I'm about to say 8th grade is crazy.
7th to 8th grade throwing house parties, bro. Like real talk. Like the parents would take off and the kids would throw parties there. Or they would get like abandoned house.
Oh shit.
Yeah. And they were like, it was like, I remember this one place is called the White House because the house was all white and it was abandoned. And they would throw parties there.
Damn.
Yeah.
How the fuck they get
Nobody
away
ever
with
got
that?
trouble for that shit?
No.
Well, you got to
Damn.
think about it though. Like back then, you couldn't post about it. You couldn't see people's
Yeah,
stories. So
I
like,
guess so. It's
especially
kinda
it's
like-
abandoned. Ain't nobody know you're fucking there.
Yeah.
You know what
So,
I'm saying?
yeah, so
that makes
that's
sense,
that's
yeah.
hard. I
So
fuck
they
with that.
would get a graffiti person and it would be like, like Lisa's house party. Then at the bottom they do like shout out to all the like the cool kids. That's hard. That's how it was.
Yeah,
Yeah,
real
that's
shit though.
hard.
Yeah.
It was like a paper. They'll put Lisa's house party. They'll put like shout outs. And then be like shout out to Cruz, Jose, A, Crystal, B, this down here.
Yeah.
And then right here have like a map of like kind of the streets. So he'll draw like the streets and like a little star where the party's at. And he'll do like the cross streets, like a little square.
Yeah.
And then he'll
Holy
do
shit.
it like in graffitis and everything. And then like there'll be cool like a face and all this weird stuff.
that's hard,
Then they would
though.
take it and go to Kinko's.
What is that?
And then Kinko's is kind of like a printing place back in the
Okay,
day.
okay,
And then they would go
yeah.
get it printed up on like white or pink paper and everything to make it look cool, blue or white
Damn,
paper, and
that's-
they'll pass it
Bro,
on.
that's
But
nice.
the thing is
I fuck
you
with
didn't know about the party unless you were invited. Because they'll give like that and be like, yo, bro, like don't say nothing.
Yeah.
And only people were invited was able to come. So it was like exclusive type thing. So if you got
Damn.
invited, you knew you were a cool kid.
That's live
And
as
you were
fuck.
DJing these parties.
Yeah.
That's
and
hard.
then they'd be like, oh, get Steve. And I used to
Yeah.
go over there and I had my turntables. And then, of course, I didn't have CD players. So
Yeah.
I'd bring a CD, like a the home theater system.
Yeah.
So I bring that on the side, but I'll have my turntables, but I have that to play, saying
Off
whatever
of,
song
yeah.
off of. And that wasn't until I was able to afford something. And but then I actually got cool with that DJ because I used to show up all the time to watch him.
Oh no shit.
So
Yeah.
he would let me borrow some of his. It was I think it was American Audio CD decks. You could put one CD
Okay.
in at a time, and you couldn't scratch, but you could just press play
Yeah.
or stop. And then
Yeah.
those are like the coolest way because you have the mixer. You could just press play. and then you could like go to the next song without having some CD thing.
Okay.
But that's how I was. But that's what I did.
Fuck, bro.
House
See,
parties.
That's like some movie type shit.
He's
bro.
a DJ. You know what I'm saying? Like this is like when you were a DJ, bro.
Yeah.
You can't just like. You're not on Spotify pulling songs and shit, bro. Like you had to go like crate dig. You know what I'm saying? Basically. With the
literally.
CDs and shit,
I had to go to Soundwaves and buy the
bro.
vinyl, which is expensive, and that's why I try to get out as fast as possible. Cause like one vinyl, you had to get 2 vinyls, and one vinyl by itself was like $8, $9, almost $10, and you're 13 years old.
Yeah.
You know, and that's one song, so you need 2 of them. So in order to get 5 songs, that's $50. And you 13 years old, we don't get $50 there like that, you know?
Yeah.
Especially back in the day.
Especially back then,
in 2000, 2001, $50 was a lot of money.
A lot of money.
Yeah.
So
hell yeah.
So at this point of when you were DJing, you know, you're DJing house parties and everything. So what type of music at that point were you actually DJing?
it was rap.
Rap?
But it was crazy because it's so crazy, like you said, what they doing having house parties. But at 13 years old, 14,
young,
they were literally at that time playing booty music.
Oh yeah, it's a party.
And it was but it was literally not this. It was like 2 Live Crew, Uncle Luke type shit.
shit.
Yeah.
Like dick in the pussy type
like,
shit.
like me so horny and stuff like that.
That's funny, bro. That's like some
real
real
talk. Yeah.
Like it's like some Project X type shit.
Hey,
bro.
it's
like,
crazy. Like you think like people like, oh, it's wild right now. No, literally it was wild. It's been wild. But
Yeah,
people don't know, like literally like crazy, like Uncle Luke,
been
2 Live
like that,
Crew,
right? Yeah.
DJ Smurf, all that Florida type stuff. Yeah. So it was a lot of that.
That's crazy, bro. That's like I said, that's like some movie shit.
Nah,
bro.
yeah, it is.
It was a lot of that, and then just rap music, you know, a lot of rap music, and you know Cash Money type stuff. You know?
Yeah,
Like,
for sure.
all that,
It was
all
back in the
that,
day, man.
yeah.
That shit must have been so live, bro.
Oh, it was live,
Hell
bro.
yeah,
Because I mean,
man.
there was like, there was no
that
parents.
era
Music
right
was
there.
loud.
Yeah, and that era right there, bro. It's like
it was.
That's live.
to
I
me,
like
that's
that.
like the
hard.
golden era, like the early 2000s
Yeah.
and shit, bro. Like
Oh,
people would turn,
bro.
You know
Oh,
what I'm
yeah.
saying? The
It
music
was
game
really
was
crazy.
turned.
Bro, like I'm talking about from rap to R&B,
Yeah,
to
bro.
even rock, bro.
And especially
rock, you got a lot of
in the
shit.
culture, like the swag that they had and shit,
Yeah,
bro.
bro.
Oh my god, I love that era.
Hell
So
yeah,
the
that's
fact that
hard.
you were doing that, bro, is fucking kudos, dude.
Yeah,
That shit's-
yeah.
that shit's
So you did
fire.
that all throughout junior high and high school? Or
No, so I did that for, let me see, I did summer at the end of 7th grade, then I did 8th grade. And then going to the end of 8th grade, that's whenever I stopped doing house parties and started doing mixtapes.
Okay.
That's whenever I finally got more. So I did house parties for about like maybe a year and a half, which was a lot of house parties and
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
then I stopped because that's whenever I got more into the whole chop and screw thing. That's when I came across the CD.
So how did you learn how to chop and screw? Did you teach yourself?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Damn,
yeah.
That's crazy.
I taught myself. Well, I saw the DJ chop at the
So
at the
he was
flea
like
market.
kind of your mentor. Almost.
Yeah. So I watched him because I didn't know how he did it. He did it and everything. I was like, oh, okay, dope. And then that's when
Yeah.
I saw him scratching and everything. I'm like, okay, now I know the basics of what he's doing because whenever he would like, oh, get behind my, you could play with my turntable once.
Yeah, yeah.
So I played with it and stuff, and that's when I was like, okay, I got what you're saying. I know now.
Yeah.
And he let me borrow his CD decks, which is just a square.
Yeah.
You put a CD player and you just stop and press play. If you stop it, you just like press play. You could like bat, and you could like
Yeah.
do little
Yeah,
things
yeah,
like that.
yeah.
Mix with it,
Like,
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but
stutter step
that's
and
it,
shit,
like
yeah.
a stutter
Yeah.
effect. But you can't do no scratching, nothing crazy
Yeah.
with it.
Gotcha.
So I would like, when he let me borrow that for the house parties I would do, I
Yeah.
would play with that at the house, and that's kind of like how I got it. But
Yeah.
all the rest of the stuff was like by ear, just playing over and over and
Yeah.
over and
Just
over
kinda
and
teaching
over and
yourself and
over.
everything,
Yeah.
yeah.
And just play with it and try to teach yourself new
dude.
techniques and
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah, that's dope though.
Yeah.
Like how you how you taught yourself. You know, it's real. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
It
yeah.
ain't no like what I'm saying. Oh, well, this person did this for me. This is all you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
that's what's real about it. That's what I respect.
It's not like nowadays where you can just YouTube it.
Yeah,
you know what
yeah,
I'm saying?
nah.
Go on TikTok and fucking try and learn how to do it, bro.
Yeah,
in the
nowadays,
trenches.
no, there's
Yeah.
none of that.
Yeah.
You gotta-
learning the truth. I
yeah.
feel like it's probably like the best way. You know what I'm
It
saying?
is.
Because it's like it's authentic.
Yeah, it's
You know what I'm
authentic,
saying?
yeah.
Like,
Very.
like learning it that way is like that's when it becomes an art, and you gotta love it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You have to love it
I
in
still
order
got
to stick with it.
I still literally have my mixer.
The first one.
From whenever I was 14 years
Oh,
old.
shit.
Damn.
And the mixer, it literally, the crossfader broke on the top And if you look at the crossfader, the paint is literally grinded down to metal.
Oh,
and that's
shit.
because it's so much I've been scratching. I literally
Yeah.
took all the paint off of right there by the fader, and it's literally nothing but shiny metal.
Damn, that's
yeah,
crazy.
he's just fucking
Yeah.
scratching that
going
much.
Yeah, just going back for back
Yeah,
for back for
yeah,
back for
yeah,
your
yeah.
finger just going against it like over and over and over and
Yeah.
over and over again. It's literally like
Holy
the whole
shit.
spot is nothing but just silver. I still got the
So you look
That's
back at
fire,
that
man.
and how you are now, like how do you see yourself? Like you see that and you're like, damn, like that was so long ago. And
Yeah.
you look back at it now, you're like, damn, I'm this person now. Like
Yeah.
that's like, how do you reflect off of that?
I think it's good. I like it. You know,
Yeah.
you know, I'm glad that I'm glad I went the route
Yeah.
I went and
Yeah,
everything.
definitely, man.
You kind of appreciate it more because
Of course.
everything
Oh, yeah.
I had to
Hell
go
yeah.
through. You know?
Yeah, man. Yeah. And so doing that, did you just mainly become a mixtape DJ? Like you never did any house parties or anything like that no more? Or you never got
No.
into clubs or anything?
No, I didn't do that. Well, the time for like I said, I went to doing the mixtapes because I went across a CD in 8th grade. I came across
Okay.
a CD. I bought a CD. And I heard the CD and everything, and I was like, "Yo, bro, like this is exactly what I want to do."
Yeah.
And that's when I started doing that, and I started doing my own little mixtapes then.
Yeah, yeah.
And I kind of pushed the whole house party thing out the side,
yeah.
and just try to focus on that. And that's whenever I started bringing people over to my house, well, not my mom's and dad's house.
Yeah.
I had a room, it was like a garage made into a room.
Okay, yeah.
And I'd invite people over, and they would like freestyle.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And I just make my own little tapes, but they're on cassettes.
Shit,
And
bro,
then
you
from
were
there,
like-
and then from
yeah.
there, I bought like a sound card for my computer that you would have to, I think it was Sound Blaster or sound something like that. It's an old school sound card.
Yeah.
And you put it in your thing, and you get the cassette deck, and you have to play it, and then it goes RCA to the back of the sound card, and you have to like record it on Co-Edit Pro.
Oh, shit.
That's what I
Yeah.
used, Co-Edit Pro, when
Yeah.
it first came out.
That's what's up.
Recorded on there, and then I started burning that to MP3s and then burn it onto a CD, and then I just started doing
Man, that's
mixtapes.
crazy. The rappers, I mean, the
process.
people you had coming to freestyle, were those people that you knew personally, or those people that you kind of heard that were rapping? You're like, oh, hey, I
No,
need
it's
to get
people
here.
I knew because
Yeah.
I went to MacArthur,
Okay.
and they were like people that freestyling all the time, you know, and everything. I was like,
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
cool, and they have like their own little cliques and everything. I'm like, oh man, I like your stuff, you know, and I became
Yeah.
cool with everyone.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
cool with a lot of people
Networking,
in
yeah.
school, and you know, and they just kind of like, oh, Steve, see, because I would like pass on my mixtape, and like, oh, there, and like, let me jump on, like, come on, and I just became cool, and people come to
Yeah.
the garage.
Yeah, that's
and-
dope, though.
That way, yeah.
Yeah.
You were really
So-
grinding it out.
Yeah, yeah. So with that, how long did it take you before you joined the Chop Stars?
Yeah.
You were one of like the original members, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So like, yeah, how did that come about?
So the Chop Stars was something that was created after it happened after. Before that, I was of course I was with OG Ron C.
Yeah, I don't see.
And I got with him, and then during the time I was with him, that's whenever he told me about the idea about the Chop Stars
Yeah.
thing, and then he was like, we're gonna roll out the Chop Star thing, and I was like,
That's so
I
fire.
kind of laughed about it in a way, and he like, nah, I'm serious, and
Yeah.
I was like, all right, cool, and then after it was me and Ron C, and it was a group of 3 rappers, and it was the Wrecking Yard, and it was when they split up, whatever. That's when he called me. He was like, "Yo, it's
time.
me and you now. It's the Chop
Yeah, it's
Stars."
time, yeah.
And then that's
So-
whenever the Chop Stars.
So those who don't know what Chop Stars is,
Oh yeah.
No,
Yeah, can you explain what Chop Stars is?
Chop Stars is basically a chop and screw group. Well, it's not even a group. It's really it's like a group, but it's really a business. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, that's what separates the Chop Stars from a lot of other DJ, I guess, coalitions
Yeah.
or groups. They're like groups, but the Chop Stars, it is a group, but it's a business though. It's it's some Nike type stuff. I don't know if I can say it. It's
Yeah.
maybe not,
Yeah.
but I don't know if I can say it in Nike. You can say that?
Yeah, no, it
So,
is.
no, no.
It is. Yeah.
But
Hey, treat
it's
it like a business,
it's
you know
like
what I'm
on that type of stuff, But it's a group of people that chop and screw music, and they're based out of all over, everywhere,
Yeah.
different states, cities.
Yeah.
Right now we're like 22 of them right now, and they're just thrown out. So
Yeah.
that's basically what it is. So Chop Stars is a group, and then we have a slogan called Chop Not Slop.
Yeah.
That's what it is. So it's chop and screw music, but it's just kind of separate from just using chop and screw. It's Chop Not Slop. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
when you started DJing, was that like something you just did full time? Like as soon as you started, or you kind of like had to have a job and then to be able to DJ and just kind of.
So, whenever I was young, whenever I was like 13, 14, of course, I lived with my mom and dad.
Yeah.
And then 15, 16, same, 17. At 17, that's whenever, at 15, that's whenever I met Ron C and stuff like that. And that's whenever everything was kind of, I wasn't with him or nothing like that.
Yeah.
But it wasn't until I turned 18, then that's when I got with him. And that's from there, that's how the,
you
money.
just full-time DJ after that.
Yeah.
That's
And
what's
just
up.
kind of hustle out
That's
and
fire.
try
Yeah.
to chop other people's projects and get
Yeah,
paid
that's
for
what's
it and
up.
stuff.
Yeah.
It's a grind. It's not.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
for sure.
If you don't have a hustle or something like that, then you ain't
And
gonna
that's
make
what
it.
separates
Yeah.
people, you know what I'm saying? You gotta have that mindset, you know what I'm saying? If you don't got that mindset, you ain't gonna take it nowhere. you know what I'm saying?
It's
So,
not. Yeah.
yeah, respect to you for that, bro.
Hell yeah. So the Chop Stars was made after Screw, right? So like it was in honor of him, basically, or was that not?
Yeah. I mean, the whole thing. I mean, everything's in honor of him. The whole reason why Watts and everyone does everything is to keep it,
to keep it alive, right?
Try to keep it alive. The Chop Stars was created because it was basically we wanted to keep it going, but come at a, how can I say, like a just full force type of thing. We wanted to be just the ones that everybody knows of. Like when you say Chop and Screw music, you can't say it without saying the Chop Stars.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
for sure.
We just wanted to make it big, and we wanted to keep it alive and just be make a statement that at the end of the day we run this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, of course.
We are the ones. You know, we're the ones.
You represent it.
If you want to know who's running it, it's gonna be
It's Chop Stars.
Yeah, it's gonna be
Yeah.
us. You know, so.
Chop to not slaughter.
Nah, that's hard. That's hard.
Oh yeah, Chop not slop.
Yeah.
Man. That's and how did you meet OG Ron C?
I met him at the mall at at they don't have it no more, but I met him at Northline Mall. Yeah, in the north side, Northline Mall.
Was that something y'all just kind of ran into each other, or he was looking?
No,
for
I
you?
was
You were
trying to
looking for
run
him?
into him.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
I
so
was
you
trying to
looking
run
for
into
him.
him. I was looking for him.
So you went to that mall knowing he was there, or you kind of just?
Well, because he had his mixtapes, he drop off mixtapes. He used to drop
Okay.
off
Okay,
mixtapes
yeah.
personally.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know.
he did drop offs, and I found out some of the spots he did drop offs at. And then that's whenever I try to, stock him down.
Yeah, just hey, so you gotta do what you gotta do, man.
Yeah.
Hey, that's
just-
that's the grind. You know what I'm saying? That's what comes with it.
And what was your approach to him? Like, what were you like? What'd you say to him?
Well, I told him, I said, I want to do something with you. That's what I said.
Yeah,
Because I
that's
couldn't
good.
think of what I wanted to tell him.
Yeah.
Because, I
Just
was
straight to the point.
15 years old. And I was, I'm not a tall dude, so I was shorter than that. And this dude's like tall.
Yeah.
So all I know is I looked up to this tall dude, and the first thing, because I was already shocked, all I could think of was I wanted, because I said his name. I said, OG Ron C. He was like, yeah. And all I could think of was, I want to do something with you. And he was like, yeah. And I was like, yeah. And then he was like, all right. And then he took a box, and he ripped off the piece of a box, and he wrote down his name and his number. No, he wrote down his name, and he wrote down his T-mail, which is psychic.
Oh, okay.
When it first came out, he wrote down his psychic.
Yeah.
And he's like, here, and he gave it to me. I never did reach
Damn.
out to him though.
Oh, you never reached out to him?
No, because I
Oh,
didn't
shit.
I didn't know how to approach it.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? I didn't know
yeah.
it. I just looked at it like, I'm 15 years old. This is a grown man. Is he gonna take me serious or what? Maybe you just gave it to me and just be like, here's something for you. You know what I mean? So that
So how did it come about to where y'all actually started working together?
that's whenever I kept doing mixtapes and stuff, and then I finally did my first real mixtape. I actually got my mom to sponsor it because I didn't have the money.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, and I officially, because I wanted to bring something that I felt comfortable with saying,
Yeah.
okay, this is me.
This is me.
This
for sure.
represents me.
Yeah,
you
you
want to
don't
know
wanna
what
come
represents
in-
me? This is the best
Yeah,
I
this
can
is
do,
it.
and this is for
Yeah.
you. And I didn't feel like I was ready yet because I was still trying to prove myself. And when I finally got my first mixtape, I kept on, of course, Wise saw him that one time. I never saw him again for a while, and I tried to find him again, and I never could. And I just went to different places trying to find him and everything, and then I run into him again, and that time I had a CD, and I gave it to him, and that's whenever.
Did he remember you?
Yeah, he kind of, not really, but he remembered my name because everyone was talking about me.
Yeah.
So so when you first ran into him, you were 15 years old, and that second time you ran into me, that's when y'all started working together. How old were you?
No, that's when he got the tape, but I didn't officially get with the until I was 18 years old.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, but he already said he was interested with me and everything. I was 17.
See, I feel like it happened organically. You know, because when you were 15, you just kind of ran into him, be like, "Hey man, I want to do something with you." Type of like I don't want to say fan, like on some fan stuff, but you know, you waited. You perfected your craft, and then you went to it, bro. That's how you do it.
Yeah. You never want to give somebody something if you're not ready, because then they're gonna that first time they see somebody is gonna stick in their head, like represents you. It could be the way you act, the way you talk, the way whatever you bring to them. That first impression is the most important impression. So you want to make sure you bring all you can do to the table, especially as someone important, because you don't want to set yourself failure. Because you could meet them one time and you be trash. They're gonna look at like, oh nah, I'm good. And you could improve yourself later on. But that still is stuck in their head.
First impression.
So get yourself together, then come to the table and be like, yo, if you want to know who I am, this is me.
Yeah.
And just lay it down all over the table and just hope that they take it. That's what you're supposed to do. So many people are so quick to give somebody, here, let me rap to you real quick. Like, bro, wait, like, don't do that. Like, get yourself together and say, hey, man, this is me. You want to know who me and what I can bring to you? This is me. And then drop it and walk away.
Let it do
That's what I did. And guess what? He contacted out to me and said, yo,
I need you.
I want you.
Yeah, for sure.
That's real though.
I want
that's
you.
Real.
You're like, you a cold Mexican, bro. You're like, I want you. That's
real,
what happened.
Bro. I respect that, bro. That's real.
For real. Cause like that type of mindset is what makes you successful. You know, like you're not gonna do shit half-assed unless you have that type of mindset, bro. And a lot of people don't, unfortunately. You know, but a lot of people aren't DJ Lil Steve. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, bro, definitely kudos to you, man.
Appreciate it.
I know you've done a lot of artists' mixtapes, and how we got connected through that Mexican OT.
Oh yeah.
You've been doing his all of his projects, man. How did you guys link up?
Oh man, shoot. Well, I linked up with him. Well, I first heard about him. I didn't even know nothing about him, to be honest with you, until I went to a SPM, one of those showcase thingies they had, or maybe it was. Maybe it was SPM birthday or something like that. Maybe it was one of those things or something like that. Yeah, and I was there, and I was like, I'm gonna go hang out, because I know a lot of the dope house people, the artists and everything, and I go hang out and stuff. And I was up over there, and I actually went there with up with Lil Young of the Swisher House, Lil Young. Okay. Because he, like, hey, let's go. All right, cool. So I went there, and I was there chilling and everything. All of a sudden, I see this Mexican, rapper come out there, and I'm just like, okay, well, because I mean, no disrespect, but there's a lot of Mexican rappers. I'm like, okay, let's see what's happening. Come on, and I'm all ears, and then I hear them rapping and everything. I'm like, who the hell is this dude? I'm like, who is this dude? Yeah. And because I mean, you just see this guy, and he starts like spitting everything and start rolling his R's and all this stuff. I'm like, who is this guy? And I'm hearing more and more, and I'm just like, I'm always cautious when I hear people rap, because I'm like, okay, I'm like, all right, cool. I mean, let me hear something else. Let me hear another song. If I hear something that, I'm like, okay, let me hear one more. What else you got? Because there's a lot of people that throw one song out, and it's cool, it's the best, and then every rest of it's trash. It's like, just like I expected. You know what I mean? That one person gonna come in with that hit, and they're gonna disappear after that album. So I hear one thing, I'm like, all right, cool, and then he spits another song. I'm like, okay,
it's not bad.
And he doesn't know. I'm like, man, you know what? His shit sounds good, and all his beats are legit. I'm like, who is this dude? So I started asking around, who is this guy? And they're like, I don't know, but someone's around here, but no. I'm like, okay, cool. And I'm gonna go to some other. Man, who is this person? Hey, go talk to the dude over there. Like, he should know. Okay, who is that person that just rap? Who? The dude up there that was rolling R's, just being a little,
fat miss.
Dude. Who was the dude up there? And they're like, oh, and he was like, oh, and when I went to him, he was like, Steve. I'm like, yeah. He goes, hey, what's up? Anthony. Okay. And he was like, and I was like, oh, what's up? And like, he's like, oh, like, who is that dude? He goes, man, that's that Mexican OT. I'm like, that Mexican OT? He's like, yeah. And I'm like, I don't know about him. He's like, man, that's, Gates, he's like, Gates. I'm like, Gates, you know who Gates is? I'm like, Gates. I'm thinking in my head, like, I got you, bro. He can go out there, look. I'm like, oh, because I got you, bro. And that's whenever he hit me up and everything. He was like, and I told him everything. He's like, man, I got you, Steve. He's like, I got you. Yeah. And that's whenever he invited me, connected with OT and said, hey, OT said to come over. He wants you to go in the music video shoot. I went over there and I chopped it up with them. Yeah. And from there, we just been super cool and stuff. And that's and he was just kind of like this, just fell in as being, you know, cool and stuff. And from
Yeah,
there,
man.
that's
It
how
was
we
organic.
started. It was
Yeah.
organic.
It was
It wasn't a
organic,
forced thing like saying, hey, you are going to work with this person. No, it was like we met. He was like, oh, you're cool. And I'm like, oh, you're cool.
Chopped it up.
And it went from there.
Yeah, for sure, man.
It was all very organic.
Yeah. And you were there from the very beginning, too. A lot of people don't know that.
Yeah.
Because when he was coming up, and he was really doing shit by himself, you know, like at shows and showcases and all this stuff, trying to get his name out. He was there by himself and like in the upbringing and like the SPM shit. That was a long time ago. That was way before he blew up. Yeah,
so it was before he blew up.
So I've known him since like the very beginning. You know what I'm saying? And Greg introduced me to you.
Yeah.
And man, I forgot what time specifically it was that we met, but man, I just want to give you flowers, bro, because I've always looked up to you. I mean, like, you're a badass fucking DJ. Your mixtapes are insane. If you guys haven't listened to any of his mixtapes that he just dropped, like with that Mexican LT, he did a Lone Star Luchador and then the Nonsense and Mexican shit too. Yeah, bro. All of them are insane. They all sound crisp, clear. They're professional. But yeah, man, I just want to give you flowers, bro, because you're a legend. You're a living fucking legend, dude.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem, man. So when you come about doing a mixtape for somebody, how does it work? Do you reach out to them? Do they reach out to you, or is it like a label thing? Like, how does that work?
As far as like with like an album type of thing with the artist, or like a mixtape type of thing, like a underground type of thing, like something like OT type of thing.
Both. Yeah, how about OT type of thing?
Sometimes the manager reach out to me if I don't really know the artist, because the manager might know about me and know about my, you know, my material and say, you're really dope. I want you to reach out. I want you to go and do something with my artist. Then he, you know, he hit me up and say, hey Steve, like, what's up? And like, let's chop it up. I'm gonna call you. Then he'll call me on the phone, or you know, usually it's like a DM. Then he'll call me on the phone. We'll chop it up about it, and he'll kind of introduce me and be like, y'all got this, you know, or here, like, just tell me I got this artist and he's, you know, from here, this. I'm gonna shoot you some songs, listen to it, and then I'm gonna call you back in an hour.
Yeah.
He shoots me a song, listen to it and everything. He'll come back, hey, what'd you think? And I'm like, you know, I'll be like, yeah, it's all right, you know. Or I'll be like, it's dope. I'm an honest person, you know.
Yeah,
I don't try to lie to nobody. Yeah. I'm not trying to hype nobody or gaslight anything, you know. I'm just gonna be honest with you. And then, you know, if everything good, like, yo, I want you, you know, to do this project. I'm like, okay, cool. And then from there, we'll chop it up about it. And if it's on like on a mainstream type of thing, then of course, you know, we'll chop it up and then I'll shoot them to management. And then the management from there kind of like chop it up with them and try to get like overall how we're gonna go about it, you know, on the business side. And then from there, that's whenever the label gets involved with it, and then we just kind of get it done and knock it out.
So
on the mixtape side, it's kind of like if the artist knows me, he'll reach out to me and he'll just, you know, hey, I got something coming up, I want you to do it, and then we'll chop it up and everything. And then of course, you know, depending on the situation, on how it goes, how it's going to be put out or whatever, it goes through management, and that'll go through management. We'll come up with an I guess business side, how that's going to happen, and then we'll put it out. But either way, it can go through management or the artist. It depends if I know the artist already, or if the manager knows me and I don't know the artist. Sometimes, and like I said, sometimes a manager be like, yo, he's coming to Houston, I need you to link up with them. I'm gonna link you up with this road, you know, manager, and y'all gonna link up and y'all gonna chop it up and everything, and I'll meet them, or it could be at a festival, whatever, we meet up and chop it up, and then from there go on. I try to meet the artist though if it's possible, because I like to have a connection with someone. I don't really like the lick type of thing. I don't like that stuff. I don't like hitting licks on people. You know what I'm saying? I like a genuine thing. I wanna fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? Like I literally wanna fuck with you. I wanna pick your brain and see exactly what's going on and feel your vibes and go off of that. I don't know. I'm different.
This is why I fucking respect you, because like that's how you're supposed to do art. You know what I'm saying? Like this, what we do with music, rapping, shooting videos, doing clothing, like, bro, it's an art. And if you respect it, it's gonna respect you back. You know? For sure. And so I definitely fuck with that, man. I respect that, and I try and do the same thing. I try and do like be as genuine as possible, and really focus on the craft. Like fuck all the nonsense, bro. Fuck all the bullshit. Like I hate that shit. Hate it.
You get further in life being genuine.
Hell yeah, man. You really do.
You don't get that far being
being fake.
You don't get that far, man. Eventually it'll catch on. People gonna be like, oh, you just full of shit.
You know.
They gonna do. You know what I mean? You only go so far with that.
And people, they can see that shit. They can see just people, like if you're an artist, the fans, they can see that. Like they see right through that shit, bro. You know, you can't fake the funk for long.
I'd rather someone tell me the truth and be real with me than try to fake it and be lying to me, because then I'm gonna look at you as fake for lying to me. I'd rather you just say my shit's trash, or just be like, yo, this ain't it. I'd be like, you know, I respect that. Let me go back and try to improve that shit.
Yeah.
It's gonna help me be better.
Constructive criticism. That's what I call it. Like, bro.
Yeah. Or someone call me out and be like, yo, Steve, that was kind of fakey to say that shit. I'll be like, you know what? I'll think about it and be like, you're probably right. And I'll probably go back to the person and be like, yo, honestly, bro, I was lying to you or some shit. That's not even right. I'm not. I'd rather do that because, I don't know. That's just me.
Definitely, man. I wish more people were like that, you know? Yeah. Because, like, a world full of fucking snakes. And
if I don't like you, you're going to know I don't like you. Just put it like that. I don't give a damn how big you are. If I don't like you, guess what? You're going to know because you're going to feel kind of... You're gonna feel kind of weird around me. You're gonna be like, you're gonna feel my energy because I'm gonna just look at you like, man, fuck you. You know what I'm saying?
That's real. That's real.
Yeah, definitely.
So you've been in the game for 23 years now. Mm-hmm. You're like the OG to like the Skelz. You know what I'm saying? Like he looks up to you and everything. Mm-hmm. Like I said, you've been in the game for so long. Is there any artists that you want to work with still to this day that you haven't worked with, or you kind of just like chilling, laid back? Whoever comes to you comes to you.
Man, I mean, shit, I would love to work with everybody, but of course, there's other DJs above me that's going to get the first pick, and which I respect that because they had put in more dudes that have a bigger name, they have a bigger presence, audience, fans, whatever it is, and I respect that, and eventually everything, just like with any sport, the people come in, they do great, and they do their time, and then they exit out, and everything moves up. It's like this is an OG legend forever. Everyone goes to him, and I'm down here, and eventually this one's gonna come out, and guess what? This one gets pushed up. So eventually it's gonna be your time. It can't be their time forever. No one lives forever. No one. I'm just being not what I'm saying, but no one's gonna stay in it forever. Even if you live forever, you're gonna be doing it at 80 years old, 70 years old. So the ones below are gonna be pushed up. So you just play your spot. But I would love to do stuff with a lot of people. There's a lot of people I love to work with. I mean, all the A-list artists, that'd be great, and even a lot of underground artists too I like to do stuff with. It's just that, sometimes you gotta respect it too. You don't want to step on people's toes. That's what kind of holds me back from a lot of things because I respect people. I don't try to, I don't try to hit licks on people. I don't try to get into other people's business, even though I know I could possibly win it because of, of reasons, I know I can go in and take it, but it's like, bro, that's you, so I'm gonna respect that and back off and let you do what you do. That's how a real genuine people do it. You don't go and take everybody's type of stuff because that makes you look fake and greedy and just all that type of stuff. So you leave whatever you got going on. If salute to Michael Watts. If Watts got something going on with someone, I'm gonna leave him alone and let him do what he do. If we know someone over here do it, then do what he do. But if it's someone untouched, of course, I'm gonna approach you and try to do it.
Of course, man. Yeah, definitely take advantage.
I with you.
Bro. Like, man, that's a great way to go through life. Because every connection that you make is genuine, and they're gonna fuck with you for you. Yeah. Like, God forbid you ever need anything, bro. You made the connections already, and they will be willing to help you out. Or they'll be willing to give you opportunities. It's just. That's a great way to go about the business side, like in life in general, bro. I respect that. How'd you get that? That's just the way you are.
How did I get like that?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Like how did you have that mindset?
But I mean, it's just over time and just looking. I mean, me personally, I learned a lot by watching people. I watch how people do people, and I watch the outcome of how that happens. And I'm one of those persons that I'd rather let you go through it and me just watch you and say, okay, I don't want to do that, than me go through it. So just watching and being in the music industry and seeing people screw over people, and then people get shot, then people get blacklisted, people get a bad reputation, then nobody wants to do nothing with you. And after seeing all that type of stuff, you kind of just look at it, is it really worth it? Is it really worth me chancing my career, reputation, doing that type of stuff over one artist or over, some thousands of dollars? You know what I mean? Is it really worth it? Like, no. So seeing that type of stuff and like, at being young, watching that, because I was actually young, hanging out with older people,
because you were with OG Ron C, Michael Watts, and all that.
And even like I said, at 16 years old, I was hanging around with older people, because some other rappers or stuff like that at 16 I was talking to were 18, 19. And then they had their management, which was older, like 25, 26 years old. So I was always hanging around older people. And so I was getting all that knowledge and information from them and watching this stuff. So after watching these things, I was like, it's best for me just to be real, genuine, leave a good impression, just be just a good person. Of course. And, and of course, I've gotten screwed over, some time in my life. And I was like, I always look at it, and it's always true, put yourself in another person's position, and to be like, do you want that done to you? No, because I don't want that to come back to me. And I also believe in karma too. One thing I always say, man, karma don't give a damn who you are. It's going to hit you and it never misses. I don't care. You could be Christian, devil worshiper, whatever it is, that karma's going to come back and get you. You don't care who you are. It's going to come back. And sometimes it's worse than what you done. And you're going to be like, nah, I'm straight on that. I just try to stay away from everything negative, everything bad. And even though it might take a little bit longer to get where you need to be, at the end of the day, it's going to pay off because people going to be like, yo, bro, you deserve it. It's your time, this and this. And you just, overall, just be good human beings. Just it costs nothing to be a good human being.
Put good out the world, but good going to come back to you.
Exactly. Yeah, that's hard, that's perfect, bro. It's perfectly said.
Hell yeah.
Definitely, man. Being with Michael Watts and OG Ron C and all really just Houston legends, did that influence you into your art as well? Like, did you ever want to go like straight off your own path, or did you just like strictly like H-Town, chopped and screwed shit?
No, I actually want to do my own path and stuff like that. But watching them and watching what they do, I try to come up with my own ideas and try to come up with things that are different, fresh. If you do the same thing as them, it's gonna get boring. You're gonna get repetitive, and you're gonna be like, it's the same crap. So I try to come up with new ideas. I try to come up with things I can do, and I would like to do an own path. I try to be loyal. That's what I am. I always believe in loyalty. If you start with something or start with somebody or something, you try to be as low as possible. Of course, things do change, and over time, things can, you be like, what, I done did what I did here. I did what I had to do. I gave myself to this whole idea and everything, but it's time for me to start doing me and start, doing something totally different than what you're doing, because not everyone's gonna have the same ideas. That's how things happen. Sometimes we could be both owners of a chip company, and I could say, man, I want this, and you'd be like, no, I want this, and this is how I want to run. But I'm like, bro, trust me, this is what we need to do, and you don't want to incorporate it. Then you just finally got to say, hey, bro, I appreciate everything you've done for me, but I'm gonna have to go this way. And when you see what happens on this side, just congratulate me, man. That's all I could say. Don't be mad at me. Just congratulate me.
Congratulations, 100%.
So at this point in time, you're doing your own stuff, or you're kind of
No, I'm still with the chop stars. Like that. I'm still there, like I said. But I mean, eventually things happen. You know what I'm saying? Eventually, you have to do. You gotta like birds. The birds. You're gonna be in their nest for a little bit. But after so long, you have to jump out that and and do your thing.
It's all a respect thing at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Just like I said, you got your own ideas. You got your own lane you want to get into. So.
You don't have to be enemies. You just respect the person. And my thing is like, you never want to, someone else leaves or whatever, and do them, you never want to just say, screw you, this is just because when it comes to time, you might just need that person. So just be careful who you say who you say screw you to. Just be careful because they might come back and say screw you to when you need them.
Thanks, man. Definitely.
That's respect.
So is there any advice you would give young DJs that are aspiring to be actual DJs and like mixtape DJs or chopped and screw DJs? Is there any advice that you can give them like coming up?
I'm keeping all the good stuff for myself. I can't give you everything. Like literally, I know I'm not even say that, but there, but all I could say is just, if you're trying to, become a chop and screw DJ or mixtape DJ, just try to study the people who are actually doing it. Watch what they're doing, the moves. And try to, if you don't know where to go or how to go about it, watch what they do and try to, I'm not trying to say copy someone, because then they're going to say, oh, that's just another person trying to be like Steve or Ron C or Watts, or Candlestick, salute to Candlestick, you know what I'm saying?
I fuck with Candlestick.
DJ Candlestick, salute to you, man. But you don't want to be like that, because they're going to look at you like, oh, we already have one of those. We don't need another Eminem. We don't need another, Jay-Z. We don't need that stuff. We need something else. So something fresh. Yeah, but watch what they're doing and try to do that, and just try to stay positive,
be inspired by it,
and don't give up. It might not be what you want to be. It might take longer where you want to go, but if you just keep on doing it, you know, people don't always win, you know, winning, you know, they actually lose.
Yeah.
It's just that when they keep going, they actually end up winning. You know what I mean? So, but you're gonna lose on your way there.
Yeah.
Trials and tribulations.
Yeah, but you're gonna end up winning. You just got to keep going. So that's just it, really.
That's real, man.
And just
That's
practice,
really
practice, and yeah, don't sound whack. Practice.
Yeah, because you definitely practice and perfected it.
Yeah,
you know?
just practice.
Steve, your shit is perfect. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'll listen to the mixtapes and shit. I'm like, how the fuck is he doing that? It's crazy, man. Have you like made up different techniques for yourself? While doing that?
Yeah. Of course, you know, like I said, try to make your own thing. Like, don't try to be. I mean, you might hear something to say I do and be like, damn, that's so badass. I want to do it.
Yeah.
And you might just be like tempted, like I want to do it. You could do it. I mean, if you want to, it's a free country. You know, you can do what you want to do. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna tell you, when someone that listens to my stuff hears you do it, they're gonna say, oh, he's just doing what Steve does. But try to come up with your own signature stuff. You know, try to separate yourself from everybody else. Like OT has his own signature look. You know what I mean? He has his own way he raps.
Yeah.
You know, try to set yourself different than everybody else. That's the best way, because when they hear that, they're gonna be like, oh, I already know what this is. They should be able to hear your stuff and be like, I already know who's chopping this. That's how it should be. It shouldn't be like, who did this? I don't know who did this. It should be your own thing. So get
like,
your own style.
That's Steve.
Like I know what this is. Like this is too much stuff going on, or this and this, and be like, okay, this will sound like. But chopping scrimmage, it sounds one way, but just try to do something a little bit different. Just try to separate yourself from everybody else.
Course,
that's the best thing you could do.
Yeah, exactly. What's like one of your greatest accomplishments that you're proud of? Like, what's something that you've done that you're like, man, that was badass?
My greatest accomplishment.
I know it's kind of broad, but
Yeah, it is kind of big.
you know what I'm saying? But what's something that you look back on and you're like, man, I'm so glad I did that, or that I'm so glad that happened.
I'd say my first award. I got my first award. It was a Southern Entertainment Awards, and it was an entertainment awards that was based out of Tennessee. That's where it first started. Yeah. And this award place, they literally had almost all independent artists that actually blew up. Like Nicki Minaj was there.
Oh, shit.
Yo Gotti was there. DJ Drama.
Oh, damn.
They all literally, they're walking around like normal people. Like how we're doing here. Some of them were just sitting there. No one's even talking to them. Like Nicki Minaj, no one talked to her. You know what I'm saying? Yo Gotti was just walking around as a little entourage, but he literally just walking around.
Yeah.
You know, DJ Drama was there. DJ Smalls, like these mixtape legend dudes that did mixtapes were all there, and I actually won an award there, and I was 18 years old.
Oh shit!
They literally had it.
Damn.
It's been a long time ago, so they can't do nothing now. But they literally had to sneak me into the casino because it was in a casino.
No shit.
Yeah, they snuck me into the casino because you had to be 21 to get in.
Yeah.
And I was 18, and they snuck me in there, and I won my first award.
What was it award for?
Rookie of the year. Rookie.
That's fire, bro.
Yeah, and it was like a very good accomplishment, you know. I don't. She probably ain't gonna see this, but I don't care. But I won it over a radio DJ.
No shit.
Here in Houston, yeah.
Damn.
So that made it feel good because I actually
even better because you're like,
I'm
I'm somebody.
Yeah.
I'm doing it.
So from there, that's whenever everyone kind of like, oh damn, who's this? You know, and that's
like,
that's actually what set off, and I feel like that was a really good accomplishment to have that.
Yeah.
At that time, because when they calmed me down, that's whenever Yo Gotti and stuff was actually in the building and stuff. When they calmed me down to go get my award. So that was a really good thing.
At that point, you were already with OG, or
I was OG Runcy, but the Chop Star wasn't created yet.
Okay, it wasn't created yet.
No, it wasn't. Well, it was talked about, but it was actually.
Yeah, it wasn't actually. Yeah.
That's dope.
So with the Chop Stars, do you guys have like a headquarters and like y'all have like how does it work? Do you guys constantly get together? Do y'all like how does that work?
Well, we can't constantly get together because they're scattered all over the different states and everything. I mean, there's some all the way up to Ohio and stuff. You know what I mean? So it's very broad. Yeah. The with people, but we do have like meetings. Yeah. Okay. And Zoom. So we have
Zoom and shit. Okay.
So we have meetings on Zoom. So we all like get together. We have like. We'll talk and stuff, and then we have like video chats and everything. As for the ones here in Houston, which here in Houston, which now the manager, Daxter, shout out to Daxter, DJ Daxter, he's our manager. He was out in LA, but he moved back to Houston. Okay. So like, Daxter, me, of course, Candlestick and stuff. Yeah. We're all here, so every once in a while we'll get together and we'll chop it up and stuff like that. Yeah. But as far as everybody else, we do like video Zooms and stuff like that. Yeah. And then of course we have like we have a headquarters here that we do, but that's basically it. It's mainly a lot of it consists of group chats. We have a group chat, a text group chat. We have Zoom meetings and Zoom videos, things stuff like that. Yeah.
So is there anything else that y'all do besides chopped and screwed mixtapes or anything like that, or is it?
I know. I think Ron C does some stuff on the side, his own things. I think he has like into like in crypto stuff. Like he does stuff like that and everything. A whole bunch of different things. As far as like the chop stars type of thing, is really just chop and screw thing. We do events. We don't just only do chop and screw. We actually DJ events too. So if there's like I'm say like there's some like Summer Jam 2024 coming up, they'll reach out to a DJ or a couple of our DJs and we'll go and we'll DJ the festival, regular speed
and
music.
You DJ the festivals as well too, or you kind of just let them?
Yeah, I mean if I get booked, I do. But that's not something I kind of run after. If they reach out, someone reach out like, hey, we need some DJs, and be like, okay, we'll give out, who that can, the top ones, and be like, okay, we have this person, then we'll give out like budget range and stuff, and they'll just pick out who they, or if they already know who they want, they'll reach out. They know me and say, hey, see, I want you to do this event, then I'll DJ it. But we do events. We do events and stuff. It could be events. It could be a club, it could be whatever. Artists can come in to perform at Rice Rooftop, and they say, hey, we need a DJ to open this up. Blah, blah, blah. So anything DJ wise, we'll do it. It's not just only just chop and screw.
Y'all
that's what's up.
Y'all are a business. That's really what y'all are.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Really it separates us from other DJ groups. Just like
very organized and you have rules and regulations.
We're a DJ business group that's out to do business moves. That's what we do. Yeah, we do business.
Well, shit, man. Do you have any like any future projects or anything that you want to promote that's coming up?
DSP wise, like something that's coming on like on DSP, which is digital streaming platform and stuff like that. There's actually one that I'm gonna be doing, or two of them. There's actually one that I'm doing with it's a Swisher House one with the rappers, one with Kuda Bang and Lester Roy, and it's a CD. I think that is going to be, well, I don't know, I don't really know the title. Just look out for that one. Sure. It's coming out. I don't remember what they said on the title one of that one, but it's gonna be they putting out a regular version. Of course, I'm gonna do the chop version of that one. And then there's one with Lil Young. We're actually gonna be putting out a song.
Okay.
Yeah, we actually he has like, so he's been putting out these CDs and everything, and I'm actually gonna get involved with him to try to put a song out with him, and it's gonna be it's gonna be dope. Yeah,
fire,
it's
man.
gonna be it's gonna be all produced in though. Like I'm talking about the beats, everything. It's not gonna be like outsourced where you get someone to produce it. It's all gonna be right there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's gonna be like a literally like like a real producing type thing.
Bro, it's gonna be like full creative control.
Yeah. Where it's gonna be produced by us and beats, everything, and everything. Yeah,
fire.
It's gonna be dope.
Yeah, so. Very involved. Yeah.
So man, that, and besides that, just mixtapes. Like I said, every once in a while I throw out some free stuff and everything that we do. Like I just chop up some people's stuff and just throw it out there.
For y'all,
just for y'all to listen to whatever when I get time.
Yeah, and they can find you on all the DSPs under DJ Lil Steve.
Yeah, DJ Lil Steve. Yeah. DJ LilSteve. Yeah, and then all the mixtapes and stuff you can find it on the Chop Not Slop app, which is for free in the Google and Apple Play Store. You can download that, and it has a whole bunch of mixtapes for free on there. Or you can go to my Instagram at The Real DJ Lil Steve, TheReal DJ Lil Steve, and I post stuff, and you can just go there.
From there.
Or you can go you can even go on my website. I have a website. You can download all my mixtapes that I've ever done.
Oh really? You got them all on there?
Yeah, you can download a zip file. Yeah, I actually, and they're all tracked out, like all the names and everything. In the cover, I put a cover artwork in the zip file. So you can have all that. You can go to DJLilSteve.net, DJLilSteve.net, and there's over 100 mixtapes on there for you to download.
Yeah. That's what's up,
there's
man.
rock, country, chopped rock
Damn.
chop. Yeah,
That's crazy. That sounds crazy.
I
as
think
fuck.
there's like 30 greatest hits, rock greatest hits on
That's
there. You can
fire.
download.
I'm definitely gonna check that
Korn,
out.
Slipknot,
Yeah.
Linkin Park,
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna check that
Metallica,
out.
all that. Yeah, you can download
That
the
would be
greatest
fire.
hits, chop. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
all on there. Yeah,
Yeah.
See, go have at it.
Yeah. Well, thank you for coming on, man.
Yeah, no
I know,
problem,
bro. I appreciate you coming on, bro. Everything that you've done. Congratulations on all the success and everything that you
Appreciate it.
going to do in the future, man. I, mean, I know it was last minute, bro. My bad.
Nah, it's all good. Man.
Yeah,
It's
but
all
you-
good. I was
you
shocked.
saved our ass.
I was in the store just chilling on my phone. I'm like, what the hell? Like,
Yeah.
what's up? I'm like,
Yeah.
what's happening?
Yeah, I know it was random as fuck. I just
Yeah.
texted him.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, it's been another episode. You've been in the mix with DJ Skelz and my boy Six Lows, man. Thank you guys for watching, tuning in. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment. Follow us on Instagram at DJ Skelz.
__ 6 lows.
And we'll see you next time. Thank you.
Sir.